What's going on, guys? So today I have the new BattleBox for the month. I recently posted a video on the BattleBox Black that was not part of the regular subscription or anything. That was a whole separate exclusive box. A lot of people gave their feedback, and some people like it and some people don't. As I mentioned in the video, that was sold out very, very quickly, so it was extremely popular. Of course, it's not for everyone. I do want to apologize. In that video, I did talk about the night vision monocular for probably about 2 minutes, and in editing, I don't know where that clip went. You know, I have no idea what happened there, but unfortunately, it didn't make it to the video. So that was just my mistake in editing. They are going to, I found out after the fact from people's feedback and stuff, they are going to be doing that, I think quarterly. So every 3 months or so, they're going to have new BattleBox Blacks. But, you know, unfortunately, it's very hard to get. So I probably won't be doing any more unless somehow I can get one. But anyway, I also want to mention, you know, with the comments, a lot of people, when you have something negative to say about BattleBox or something, I hear people apologizing to me or saying things like, no offense, but this, you know, it's not worth it, or this, that, and the other. I take no offense to it. I don't work for BattleBox. I really don't care if you buy the BattleBoxes or not. I make these videos to share the information. That's really all it is. I just want to throw that out there. Of course, you guys are totally entitled to your opinion, and they're more than welcome here. But there's thousands of people that like BattleBox stuff, but there's millions of people. So clearly there's plenty of people who don't like it as well. The people who do like it don't necessarily comment as much as the people that don't like it. So anyway, because it's a bigger box, I'm going to open it here real quick for you guys and then put it off to the side and bring one thing out at a time. But we'll get a quick peek inside first. All right, so today's EDC knife around the house, because that's what the EDC consists of these days, is around the house. This goes no further than my yard because of the quarantine. But anyway, today's knife is a Reeve knife. This is a cheaper $15 to $20 knife from Amazon. These knives actually have two different ones. This is the one with more tools. But let me actually close the blade here to show you this. They have some integrated other tools inside the handle here, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's a cheaper knife. I haven't been super impressed with it or anything, but you know, it is what it is. These little tools can certainly come in handy. But yeah, that's just today's knife I'm playing around with, something a little bit cheaper. Let's go ahead and cut into this. All right. Not very impressive to cut some old packing tape, but you gotta do it somehow, right? So let's take a quick peek inside the box. Like I said, then I'll get all the gear separately for you guys. Oh, look what we're working with right on top. Coleman. Okay, that makes sense why this is such a big puffy box. So let's put this off to the side and take a better look at it. All right, let's pull that right out of the box here. Oh wow, there's more stuff inside. Okay. So here's lift the camera up here for a second. I'm going to take this stuff out. So right off the bat, we have a Coleman cooler here, and some of the gear is inside. Let me grab this. So here's our mission card, mission number 62. All right, you can pause the screen there, see the breakdown and everything. All right, inside the Coleman is a small battle box. A box within a box. This is almost just a little bigger than maybe 2 hand sizes. All right, some other stuff in here. So I'll put that off to the side. And something else in the bigger box. So let me make sure I don't miss anything. I want to make sure everything is here. Okay, that looks like everything. We're going to keep this close by for reference in case we need it. And we're going to start with this. I love coolers, and so does my wife. So this is a very exciting cooler to have. All right, you can see it's just a super thick walled, you know, Coleman cooler. All right, got the bottle opener tag on the side here, which is nice. You got a net pocket. All right, on top, looks like there's another pocket on top here. Put the camera down. Oh, we just have access to the top. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. So we have a trap door. So if you got some cans of beer or soda or something in there, bottles of water, whatever, still that thick padding for the you know, cooling material. That's interesting. Kind of like it. So this way you don't have to unzip it each time. That's pretty much it. Another pocket on the other side and, you know, shoulder strap. Pretty cool. All right, so let's see. Next thing in here, we have a MORA which is always a win. And this looks like a new survival style MORA. All right, it says the Companion Spark. Ooh, I like this a lot. All right, so paracord, reflective. Let's open this up. Let's get right into this. Let's see what we got going on. So I see a little ferro rod in there, all kinds of goodies. Okay, everything looks like it is. Keep this handy on the back. All right, so we have our MORA knife. This one is in stainless steel. All right, if you don't know, these are also offered in carbon steel, so just kind of hit and miss depending on whatever model you get. And we have a little ferro rod in the back, which seems pretty cool, assuming this just slides in here. Okay, that's actually a pretty easy system. This little notch kind of clicks in. All right, so it goes in like this. It's on a little bit of a slant, and then you pop it over. So you can see that ferro rod through the handle. When it's together, it is pretty comfortable. I could feel these cutouts here. I wouldn't say it's as comfortable as maybe a regular MORA or a traditional one, but still totally fine. I do like the coloration quite a bit, that black and kind of a light sandy color. All right, that's cool. So let's look at this packaging again and see what else there is if I'm missing anything. What is K? What is this? That's what I'm wondering. All right, so let's see. Companion Spark. Click lock, integrated fire starter, friction grip, finger guard, scanty grind, 90-degree, sharp ground spine, Swedish stainless steel, belt clip with button system. All right, that's this up top here. If you guys don't know, this can hang on a button. Let's say you have a button in the middle of your shirt or something, or jacket. You can slip that on there for hands-free to hold your knife. Lanyard hole, European style quality fire starter, and paracord, 475 millimeters of paracord. Am I missing something? Let's see, take the knife out. Nothing in there. Oh no, it is in there. How about that? I'm glad I looked. All right, so the paracord's in there. Where does this go? Is this supposed to be stored in the knife, or does it just come with the paracord for the sheath? So after investigating this for about 2 minutes, the reflective paracord that comes with it is just an option because there is a lanyard hole on the little butt end on the ferro rod. Okay, so that's what I'm assuming that's for. Hopefully I'm right. But anyway, pretty cool. I do love the MORAs. I love, you know, the different designs they come out with. Always innovating. Very, very cool with that ferro rod though. An awesome little package. So yeah, and a little paracord in case you need it. All right, so next up we have a knife. This is Revolt Knives, designed by Mike Vellecamp. The SULU. Ooh, I've seen this. Oh, there's a picture obviously on the front. I've seen this before though. I've never had one of these, so kind of excited to play with this. So open this up real quick as well. See if they have, well, some information on this particular knife. They have some instructions here. Well, let's see if I can figure it out first. Because I know this has a channel in the blade. Wow, it's a big chunky knife. That feels huge in the hand. I really like this coating. Wow, the coating is almost like, it feels like rubber. It's hard, but it's almost like a rubberized finish, which is pretty interesting. So, let's see, we have a button here. Tug it back and forth. Okay, let's try that first. So it opens first. Does lock. It's a liner lock. Okay, so you can open it and use it like that. Or, as I assume, if I use the button, should I depress the button? No, let's unlock it. Press the button and slide. See? Struggled a little, but I figured it out. And it locks in like that. Alright, so if you don't already see it, we have a regular Foley knife, but more than anything, we have an ULU style knife. Alright, which is extremely effective. In fact, there was an ULU, I believe, in one of the recent boxes. It's super handy, but this is a folding version of it. Okay, you can get up very close on some vegetables, or do some food prep and stuff. Really, really cool. Even if you're cutting some paracord or something, as long as you have a steady surface to cut on, you can do like kind of a roll cut. All right, the ULU knife is extremely, extremely useful. That is really interesting. I've seen this, like I said, not a totally new design. I don't know if there's other companies doing it as well, because I feel like I saw it a long time ago. But anyway, super, super cool. Very, very unique. Obviously, you guys know I have a unique knife collection, so that is certainly going into it. All right, so let's push this button. All right, so you unlock it. Go goes back to this position here. Oh, there we go. So when it fully pops out, it does still stay locked. All right, so again, you have the full handle here and a regular, well, I shouldn't say regular, but more of a regular style folding knife. All right, so pretty interesting, super heavy. The clip is swappable, which is nice in case you want to tip up. Massive lanyard hole. You can put some cruise liner rope through, you know, the stuff they use to dock the boats. Yeah, that's the biggest lanyard hole I think I've ever seen on a folder. But interesting. So let's see. So we have an opening hole here, even though you have a massive slot you can use to open it. So opening hole. It kind of stops here. Nope. That's probably just the detent. Or not the detent, the ball bearing rather. So the lock, and you can see that liner lock. As you hit this point here, it pops up just a little. And of course in the open position. The only thing I have to say though is that you have to make sure you pop it. All right, you have to make sure that actually locks. All right, because it doesn't easily lock going softly. It has to be totally extended for that liner lock to pop over. Okay, so just make sure if you are using it in the folding position that you open it with some authority. Okay, just to make sure that locks open. And again, I do believe you have to unlock it in order to get that. There we go, there's the lineup. So yeah, it has to be unlocked obviously to slide back over. And it locks all the way down. Very cool. Wow, interesting knife. All right, so now we are left with just this small battle box within a box. So let's see what's going on in here. We have, wow, we got a bunch more stuff in here. Okay. I'm gonna go right to this because I've seen this before. I've never used this, and I love fire starting stuff. So we have Pro Camp Tech Fat Rope Stick. Non-toxic, says cut what you need, save the rest for later. No evaporation, fat rope stick, maintains performance, even partially used. Weatherproof fire starting tinder. So I've seen these used right in water before. Pretty interesting. I don't know, if you push this up, you do. So this is the tube holder, and here we have basically a rope style fire starter. So you come in, you cut whatever piece you want, a little tiny piece to start a fire, or a big old piece if it's pouring out or whatever situation dictates, and then you can push the rest back in to save for later. Very cool. I will more than likely do a separate video on this in the future because I'm very curious on how effective that is. All right, so next thing here, this looks like a bag of coffee. Bushcraft Coffee Company. Campfire medium roast coffee. Ridiculously smooth with notes of almond, hints of cinnamon, and a lingering finish. That sounds awesome. That sounds really, really good. I like almond and cinnamon. It sounds great in a coffee. So this is grinds. I can feel that in there, not full beans. So you have a big old fat bag of ground coffee. Comes in handy. We're drinking a lot of coffee during the quarantine, just sitting around doing nothing. Got to have your energy to sit on the couch. So what else do we have in here? Oh man, you know what's really funny? I can't believe this. We were, by we mean Christina and I, we were just talking about this yesterday. We were watching Shark Tank, and there was an episode of Shark Tank where they had this bug bite kit, and I'd never used this before, and we were literally talking about buying it because I was really, really curious about it. This basically uses suction, so when you get a bug bite, you know, specifically like a mosquito or something, obviously it gets very irritated and itchy and stuff. You use the suction to pull out, you know, whatever they're putting in you that makes it itchy, right? That's the concept behind it. So I am actually really curious to see how this works. Helps alleviate itching and swelling from bug bites and stings. Okay, so you can see on the back here how this works. Again, this is a Shark Tank thing. If you guys watch Shark Tank, the show, where people bring their ideas and businesses to, you know, moguls to invest, you've probably seen this before. This is on Amazon. I know because we looked into it, and I don't remember actually what it cost. I know they sell like singles, you know, 2 packs, 3 packs, things like that. I'm not even gonna quote it right. I really don't remember. I can tell you off this card what it was, what they say retail is. $9.95, so it was probably like $7 if I had to guess. All right, so that's really cool. Very much looking forward to that. And it looks like there's a discount here as well. If you get it direct from the website, 10% off if you use discount code BATTLBOX. All right, so bugbitething.com. You have to check out to see if that's cheaper than buying on Amazon by using the code direct. And then we have something else here from Lord & Field. And that will be it. Whatever this card. This is for the coffee. Save 12%. Use Camp Coffee as a code. Bushcraftcoffee.com. So I have to try the coffee first. I don't know if it's good. It sounds good. They sold me on the packaging and the flavor description. It says it's ridiculously smooth. I don't know if that's true, but it just sounds good. All right, so last thing in here, we have a Lord & Field. I'm assuming a knife, feeling the heft of it. All right, I was going to open this with the Rieger knife, but I figure why not use a new one. I do want to mention, though, when you're opening this, it almost wants to stop there. Okay, you have to push past it. Okay, and one-handed, it's almost like it's just hard to get that to lock up. All right, so just, I mean, unlike most folders where you're just, well, let's grab the Rieger knife again, where you're literally just opening it and it's that easy. This one is not that easy to get locked. All right, one-handed anyway. It wants to stop there, and if you can get over, I mean, maybe if you flick it out, it's better. I would suggest just flicking it out. That seems a lot better. All right, so anyway, let's cut this tape real quick. There we go. Okay, close this as well. So Lord & Field. Feels chunky, feels heavy. How about that? Oh, I love it. We have a hobo knife, a Lord & Field branded hobo knife. These are very cool. I love these. Okay, so if you haven't seen this, obviously we have a knife. All right, that's the most important part, right? The actual cutting blade. But as you can see, poking out the back here, we also have a spoon. Okay, and we also have a fork. And the fork has an integrated bottle opener in it. Now, when you have these hobo knives, they usually come apart, so I'm assuming that this does, and it does. Okay, so sometimes it'll lock if you have one particular tool open. Actually, as I would imagine, all three of them come apart. So I'm pushing on the thing. All right, so you can use these independently. So let's say you want to use just the fork and knife. Okay, and I know this is how most people use a fork and knife who are righty. But if you've ever noticed me cut something in a video to eat, for some reason, even though I'm righty, I always use the fork in my right hand. It's just one of those things. I just feel like I have more control with the fork. I cut with my left hand, which is weird because if I just have a knife, I never cut with my left hand. I always use my right hand to cut things. But when it comes to food, I feel like I have more control with the fork in cutting stuff. So anyway, that's an aside. All right, so we have our three pieces. I'm going to close the knife first so we don't accidentally cut ourselves while we're closing these. All right, so you can see how this works. These two little pins are going to go towards the bottom here, and they're going to get kind of pressure fit up. All right, so you want to put those through the bottom hole. All right, and then push down. You can close one of the tools. Let's say you close the spoon on the back. In some cases, that does actually lock it. I'm not 100% sure if that does for this tool. But then you put the front ones, again, you're lining up these two pins with the holes in the bottom, and then pushing it up, and close it. And there you go. Just a hobo knife. This one happens to be made by Lord & Field. Very cool. Awesome for camping, obviously. I had a lot of friends in Boy Scouts who use hobo knives. But yeah, pretty cool. So there you go, guys. That is this month's BattleBox, mission number 62. Obviously, this stuff was planned months before, everything that's going on now. It is a nice surprise to people who happen to get it. You're stuck home. At least you have something to kind of do. If you have any bit of a yard or anything, you can play around with some of this stuff and at least keep busy during the quarantine. But really awesome gear. I really like everything in here. The knives are always the highlight for me for the battle boxes. So the fact that we have 3 different knives, a nice fixed blade, very interesting folding knife, and a very useful camp knife, the hobo. That's a really big plus for me. The coffee's a nice little bonus. Not everyone's into coffee, obviously. I talked about that recently when there was coffee added into a Going Gear EDC box. Same deal. It's just, I love it because I like coffee, but that's a little hit and miss. Everyone can use a knife, or the bug, easer. What's it called? The bug thing? Bug bite thing. to ease your discomfort during a bug bite or a sting. But yeah, awesome stuff. And the biggest thing, which is not even on camera here because it's too big, is of course the cooler. That Coleman cooler is definitely going to come in handy. As soon as we all get out of this thing and we reach the light at the end of the tunnel and actually are able to go outside again, I can't wait. I have the biggest case of cabin fever, and I know I am not alone. I generally spend a lot of time at home to begin with, so I really, really value the little bit of time that I actually get out and do things. I feel very fortunate that I actually have a yard, although it's not very big at all. I have a deck, I have a porch, so at least I can sit outside for a little bit. Some people don't have that availability who are living in apartments and stuff. You know, as far as like knife testing, I could still do that in my yard, but I really like doing it out and about, like in the woods. More so when I visit my parents because the woods are more private. The woods that are by me, there are some hiking trails and stuff, so occasionally I do get people passing by. Not that it's a huge deal, it just makes it a little awkward for me when I'm, you know, making feather sticks and whacking on trees. I do get weird looks and people do ask what I'm doing. And it's even more awkward when I'm making a video. There's probably 2 or 3 times where I've been filming something and had to shut it off and redo it because someone stopped and said, hey, what are you doing? What you up to? Anyway, we're all going to get through this. It's just a matter of time, so hang in there. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We just have to wait for it. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.